What's up, good people? Um, you're not tuning in with your young dude, Mr. Maurice. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man? You said you ready? That's what's up. Um, you tuning in, man. Mr. Maurice Curtis, soul saxophonist himself. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just gonna do a little improvisation on tenor sax. I usually never play my tenor, but um, different night, different day. Sometimes, certain things, you just feel like just doing it. So, if you guys have any questions below, please feel free to ask them. I can see you guys commenting, so go ahead, feel free to comment and suggest whatever you decide to suggest or whatever. What up, Caden, Mr. Cox? It's saying that I have a bad connection, but we gonna rock through it. You did. So y'all just tune in and whatnot. Okay, so after each question that you guys have, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna respond to it. The brand of sax that I'm playing on, I'm not sure if you guys can see the whole thing. I'm a pretty little guy, so the sax is dang near bigger than me. Austin, you say you play on a Cannonball Brute alto. Dope, man. Actually, Cannonball Brutes was one of the ones that I actually wanted to purchase a while ago. I'm still looking forward to being a part of the Cannonball family right now. I'm a part of the Selmer family. I play on an alto reference 54. I think I've said that in a couple of videos beforehand. I'm playing on Ted Klum mouthpiece, metal, handmade, or hand finished rather. But yeah, this that I'm playing on, this tenor right here, is the John Baptiste. I'm not sure what model. I just picked it out. Actually, I can see the model. You know what? It really doesn't say. But anywho, it's a John Baptiste horn. Nonetheless, it's a black nickel sax. 4 to 5 years. You've been playing for 4 to 5 years. That's what's up, Austin. I actually started back playing on tenor. I'm sorry, on tenor maybe a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And honestly, I've only picked this horn up and really played. No, I take that back. 2014. So yeah, two, 3 years ago. But I very rarely play it. I usually pick it up when I just want to get some more power in my embouchure. Sorry. Um, but that's usually the only times that I really play it because of the simple fact that I play my alto primarily as my primary instrument. I've played alto since I was 12 years old. What advice can you give to people wanting to get into playing? Cubehead, you just started playing. That's what's up. Joseph, my advice is sit in front of the. The only advice I can give as to start off is learn as much as you can, learn as many songs as you can. Of a sit in front of a radio, whatever your favorite songs are, play to that style. 9 times out of 10, whatever you like is really what I tell people what you are. I'm a solo saxophonist, so I believe that what you feel inside is going to come out in your horn 9 times out of 10. If you're feeling sad that day and your approach to a song, rather it's up tempo or not, it's gonna show. Oh, I missed the comment, Austin. I'm gonna have to go back and reread it. Shoot, I wish I would have missed it. I feel like you had something good to say, and I hate that I missed it. But I saw dedication, and yes, dedication is a big thing. You cannot, especially in your earlier years, or you will be where I'm at with this tenor sax, still trying to progress on it, and feeling like you don't sound like you want to sound after a long period of time. It takes you. I say if you're dedicated and you play like I did, maybe you put in, even if you just put in a couple hours every single day, every single semester. I'm not even sure if I have any students in here, but every single day, 2 hours. And that's not including school time rehearsals or practices. And I tell any student this. And I tell musicians that I play with or play for me, it's the difference between rehearsing and practicing. You practice at home. You rehearse when you're on stage right before the show, or you rehearse when you pretty much, you're rehearsing over what you've already practiced over. You're practicing what you want to know. So basically, a rehearsal is what they say, a dress rehearsal is what you already have. You're bringing to the table what you already have, along with the rest of the company. Let me get into some more. I guess I'm really not playing in any certain keys or anything. I'm just doodling, pretty much. Do I teach at school? No, I don't. Not yet. God willing, I will, though. Yeah, Austin, I've been playing now for, yikes. I said it before, and I probably told you guys a wrong number. After playing so much, people keep asking me more often than not, how long have I been playing? I started when I was 12, right? And I'm 27 now. But I took off a whole year and a half after high school, after my senior year, because I was playing keyboard and singing more times than not. So, and I was trying to build that as my brand instead of staying on sax. Little testimonial: my mother got me my first sax out of high school. Going into my sophomore year in college, and I haven't stopped. I haven't put it down yet. Mainly because it's my livelihood and it keeps my daughters fed. So yeah, but other than that, I love what I do. Would I want to teach at middle school or high school level? That's actually a good question, man. I actually wanted to that was my goal out of high school. I appreciate that, Austin, man. Hey, man, I'm humbled by that, man. I'm glad to be an inspiration to anybody and everybody that decides to listen, man. It's a message behind anything that you play. I always have a message. That's my biggest thing. As far as teaching, that was my main goal out of high school. I haven't went back to finish up on my on anything yet, but I plan on going back to finish up. Custard says, how did I start? My godfather plays. He plays sax. As a matter of fact, my grandmother passed away a month ago, and he came and he sang and tore the church up and whatnot. But he played when I was younger. I was about 3 years old, and my mother gave me a play saxophone, the ones from Toys R Us. Is there any Toys R Us's left out here in the world? I don't know. I might be oblivious. I give my kids Walmart toys, and they're just fine. But yes, that's how I started off. I saw him, and he was my inspiration. And my mother, she sings, she teaches. So that's how I got into music. She taught the choirs at the church, and that's where I pretty much learned, especially soul. What mouthpiece do I play on? What ligature? Right, I had to switch. I will tell you this. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It's the more brass sound that I love to hear because it gives a more strong, soulful sound to any instrument. It gives it more power. So I ended up going with Theo Wayne for my tenor sax. Theo Wayne, the Shive. The Shive is so great. I would like to play guitar and sax, but I haven't yet. I actually, at 10 years old, before 2 years later, when I was 12, but at 10 years old, I actually got a guitar first and then the piano. Guitar didn't work out. One of my good friends, like one of my best friends, I call him my brother, he plays guitar and is exceptionally well at it. One of these times, I'm going to have him come over to the house. We'll do a live session for you guys, like we used to do in college, and just play and have fun with it. But yeah, I play on the Theo Wayne. It's pretty costly. It's not, don't wait too much, the sooner the better. Right, exactly, man. I know. I'm going to go back to school. I definitely will and finish up. But yeah, it's a 7, I want to say, it's a 7-star USA cut, Theo Wayne, for sure. The Shive, though. It's Theo Waynes are pretty, excuse my language, pretty damn good. And I love them, actually. Things are expensive. You dang skippy. This one ran me, I think, $400 to $500. My my Ted Klum on my alto ran me about maybe $250, $275. They've been marked down though. If you guys have any Sam Ashes nearby, check them out or go online and see if they have them. I think they marked the price down on the Ted Klums. I went back to try to get me a very brand new one because I accidentally dropped it while I was street performing. Dropped my Ted Klum mouthpiece, and yeah, it just doesn't give me the same sound as I'm used to. But anywho, yes, that's what I'm playing on. Do I have an Instagram? I have a question for you about a mouthpiece. I do have a Instagram. I'll post it in the comment section later on to you, Austin, so you can see. I'm going to try to get into a few more minutes of playing, just vibing out. If you guys have a song that you guys want me to kind of try and fill out a little bit, just comment in the section. I'll see if I can play it on this tenor. I don't know. See if I can do a little funk. Talk dirty. God, dog. You know what? I don't even remember the line, man. I really wish I would have remembered that joint. But that's a good one too. If y'all could tell on that improvisation right there, I was basically changing up the phrasing and the rhythm of the songs, where I would go back and forth from I was basically standing on the so I was pretty much staying like just chromatically going from on the tenor from D, going chromatically up to E, and just playing with that, just going back and forth. So I'm just playing around with just the bottom half, and just to strengthen really and get more motion and more rhythm in my right hand. I don't really typically like to play any rhythmic licks up top, because for one, it's a weakness of mine. I'm not afraid to say it. It's a bit of a weakness, but you know, if you work at it, it'll help better. For instance, and I'm not playing with any neck strap right now. And like I told you, I'm a small dude, so you know it's a bit extra. And don't, please, whatever y'all do not copy my posture. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. We're taught to really sit up, play like this, basically. Something that my mentor actually told me the other day is to untuck the bottom lip and play and notice the difference. So let's try it. You know, what I learned, I'll try to teach. You know what I'm saying? What he shows me, and I'm gonna have him in one of my live videos too, to come, you know, sit in and play a couple of times with you guys, and you know, let you guys listen in on some great notes he gives. But let's try it. I'm gonna try a tuck from with nothing but the notes of G, A, B, and C. We're just gonna play around with it, tucked. So as you can see, my lip is definitely tucked in, and I bite down as most sax players do. But so that's tucked. Let's try it untucked. As you guys can see, I'm not finna tuck it. I'm gonna try my best not to tuck it. It's like um, just from habit, tucking. But I'm trying to improvise untuck. See, it's so hard to not tuck because eventually my lips just still just tucks. But see if you guys can hear, y'all can hear the weakness in it. But I'm pretty sure there's some method to the madness. I do notice when I do it on my alto, where I'm more comfortable with it. It does give a more smooth sound, a more clearer sound, a lot clearer sound. Instead of it sounding so raspy or so hard, it sounds a lot more jazzy, so to speak. Gives it a more warm tone, rather. Let me play around some more. Somebody said 24 karat magic. I've not played it on tenor. You know what? I would have to actually listen to the song right there now. I'm so not thinking of that. Shoot, man. Yeah. Love never fit. Man, y'all throwing them out there, huh? You know what? If I had my alto, I swear to God, I'd be able to do these songs. Let me not swear, but I would be able to do these songs a lot cleaner, and a lot faster. But when I hear it in my head, I already have the key, and I cannot, for the life of me, transpose what I hear on my alto to tenor. For the life of me, it really sucks that that's the case. But that goes to show that if I would practice a lot more on my tenor, I would probably be able to. But yeah, it's still a struggle for me too. And then I end up playing Deja Vu by Beyonce. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I can't remember the verses on that JT and Michael. I saw another one. I didn't even get to see it that fast. But you know what? I'm gonna try that Deja Vu. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just playing around for a minute. But anyway, I'm glad you guys decided to tune in and whatnot. But I promise you guys, I'm gonna come back later date. And hopefully I've practiced a little bit more on my tenor, where you guys can really enjoy the sounds of it, and me too. But anywho, you guys, for those of you who have tuned in, those of my sax players that are still in here, please continue to practice. Please continue to get better at your craft. It's nothing like a dedicated saxophonist. We need more in the world. Much more music. Y'all already know. Mr. More Music. I'm out. I'll let y'all. Peace.